What should I name my budgie? So Brit's been wanting to get a budgie. We consider getting a bird to be like an in-between between what we currently have, which is plants. We have free plants. They're growing very nicely. And in between that and getting a dog, which is like a big responsibility. Well, okay, I guess a baby would be the biggest one, but I would say it's like baby, then dog, then like a bird or something, and then like plants. And I guess the step below plants would be like fake plants. Um, so yeah, what I've said is the requirement is if we can get the apartment clean, if we can actually get this apartment like actually clean, then I'd be okay getting a bird. But I don't want to get a bird if the apartment's dirty, because then there's gonna be bird shit everywhere on top of the trash. No one wants that. Thank you, Lance. Thank you. I I am considering cutting the hair. Uh, I think I might be done with that aesthetic. It's I had a good couple years with it, but I think I'm debating whether around Christmas time to either take it like just regular short length. Like, hang on, I got some pictures of how I used to look when my hair was short. And I actually okay, so here's a couple options I have. I'm gonna not show my whole Facebook because I don't want to get doxxed. You guys might find out my real name. My real name is Jack Saint. You can easily look that up. Yeah. So like, there's this. Hang on a sec. I'll pull up all the pictures that are relevant here. Um, where's the shortest I ever had it? Let me find this out. When it was like really short, there was like a period in my life where I really cut it short. Not here. Then? No, that was years ago. That's when I did cut it really short, but I don't know if that's the... Okay. This is probably a pretty good one for the sake of comparison. So, I used to have my hair, like... This is the shortest it ever got. Let me just go here and do window capture. This one. See that? So I had it this short for a while. This is probably the shortest I ever had it, where it's like, almost shaved head on the sides with like a floppy thing on top. So that I had it like that, but then I also did when it was sort of growing out a little bit. Wait, why is this picture so small? Hang on a second. Let me find one that's a little bit better definition. I'll get a few other pictures up for yous. For the sake of comparison, you guys can let me know which you think is the way to go moving forward. Why is this picture so small? Okay, here we go. So you see, I also had it like this. This is probably the best I ever had it. The one trouble with having hair like that though is I used so much hairspray at the time. Back when I had a hair like this, it was like every day I would like shampoo and condition to get everything out, and then I would like do hairspray so that it was like in a perfect formation. Hence why it's kind of got this like very sleek thing here and here. Maybe Jack can reclaim the Nazi do. Maybe my hairline might be too high at this point for me to go that short, but we'll see how it goes. So I had this one. This one was fairly short. This is when it was like a little sort of the between state where it wasn't as short as the first picture I showed, but it was definitely shorter than the second one, or the second one I showed. This is when I went to Europe. Me and my pals went on a trip out into like mainland Europe. We're from the UK, so it's not really Europe, especially not anymore, eh, lads? Yeah. All right. So we went to. We took the ferry into Calais, and then we drove around up to Amsterdam. Had a good few nights in Amsterdam. Amsterdam's so much fun. I need to go back to Amsterdam. Can we do like left con? How about this. We'll do a Butterhorse Con for all of the Twitch streamers, the lefty Twitch streamers, and we can go to Amsterdam. I think Amsterdam would be a pretty good spot to go to. Yeah. Anyway, what else is there? Yeah, and then we went to Germany for a little bit, and then we just cut back through. Went to where's the place where everyone goes? Brussels. Went to Brussels for a night out. That was alright. Yeah, it was lots of fun. We went to the Black Forest for a little bit. That was neat. Yeah, I think that's it. So, a lot of options for my hair, folks. A lot of options on my hair. Got to consider, though, that if I do this, I have to fully acknowledge the fact that my hairline has receded, and it's never going to look quite the same as it used to. It's funny that the time I had like this look going on, I was like insecure about my hairline, but now it's higher, and I feel the same way. It's interesting. Also, unfortunately, I had this period here in 2016 when I was a cop. Sorry, folks, I've exposed myself today. My past life as a cop, it's well documented under a different name, but, well, let's just say, I was the law. I got really mad when I dressed like this because my mum kept saying that I didn't look like I was dressed as like a cop for a Halloween costume. She said, you look like a male stripper. And she kept making the joke, and it made me feel insecure. Okay, folks, so for today, do we want to play? How are you guys doing, by the way? AMB Bakery, Silver Fritz Lurie, Joystick, Goblin Plus, Rip the Chatbot, William Foo Hustle 96, Lolsy Gag, good to see you, pal. Retro Game Queen, Jessica of the Weirding, anyone else who's out there in the lurker sphere, feel free to say hi. It was it was a compliment, I'm sure, that I looked like a mouse stripper, but you know, I think I look like one now as well. Eh? Nothing's really changed, eh? Same guy. This is before leftism and after leftism. Also, I show my teeth a lot more. If you look at all my pictures, I never smiled with an open mouth because I just hate my teeth. Bearded Tomahawk, thank you so much for the subscription. A 2-month streak. Now you get all the emotes. Lots of fun for you. This is my brain. That was my brain on soy. You notice that my brain did get bigger. I've a lot more room for big brain takes now compared to back then. There are any other fun pictures I can get up? Hang on a sec. Let's take a trip down memory lane before I get started with the game. Incidentally, for folks in chat, would you like breadcom first today? Oh, jeez. Don't worry, I'll tell this story in a second. Breadcom first today or Little Nightmares first today? Because I can finish Little Nightmares and then we can end things off with a few breadcom missions. Or we can do a few breadcom missions and then finish off the night with finishing Little Nightmares. In the meantime, what are some pictures I've got here? Oh, here's my my graduation pic. This is when I graduated my undergrad. I got pretty close with a fellow English language and literature student. We hung out a bunch. He's a really cool guy. I should probably get in touch with him, but you know, post college, everyone's life begins, and then no one really has time to just go hang out. I wasn't really close with anyone in my master's degree. I just went in, did my lectures, did my seminars, went home, occasionally would say hi if I saw them and would have a little chat, but yeah, we were good pals during college. What else we got? Oh, the time I went to the Bean was fun. Oh, here's me when I went to New Mexico to meet a pal. Look at that. Look at that fine ass. Wow, folks. You don't know what you're missing. That looks like a shoop. Oh, what, the jumping photo? He wasn't a cop, no. I think he's doing like film production stuff, or at least he wanted to. That was why we initially like became pals. It's because we were both more into like media than necessarily like novels. But we were both doing English degrees. But so yeah. What else we got? Oh, let's find like a really old one, and then we can get started. Oh shit! I have my most Chad picture here. I had this picture as my Tinder profile for for a good year, like when I was single. I had this on my Tinder profile. Yeah, that's the most Chad saint I ever got. That was when I went to Sharm el Sheikh resort in Egypt. While there was like a big riot going on, but I was just in the resort. It was like surrounded by armed guards and stuff. Obviously, it was a different part of the country to there, but still, pretty fucked up to think about. I see the hairline for once. Yeah, well, the weird thing was at the time I didn't feel as insecure about my forehead. I don't know. Maybe it's part of it is like when you got a nice tan on, you're more. It's like it looks a little bit less bad. All right, let's go way back. Oh, this is when I got super thin. It's weird to look back at now, but this is probably the thinnest I ever was. This was when I like first became conscious of my body. Like I was a big chubby guy up until I was like 16, 17. I'll show you some pictures of that actually. I was a fairly chubby guy through like up to the age of 16, 17 because I didn't really care about my health. So like I would eat big bags of bacon crisps and a bunch of doner kebabs and whole pizzas and stuff. But then when I hit like 18, I was like, oh geez, and I was suddenly really conscious. So I would like exercise a bit and eat very little. Like I would eat a lot of nuts and stuff. And then this is probably the thinnest I got. I didn't look like, it wasn't anorexic or anything. It was just like a fairly skinny guy. That was when I was just starting to work out, but I was significantly cutting. This is when we visited New York City. Me and my mum. That was the first time I'd been to the US since I was like a baby when we went to Disney World. Clearly I should keep the length and get a fringe. I don't think I'd look good with a fringe. I don't know. Is there like a website that I can do to check how I would look with bangs? I can give that a shot. Oh, I've got a couple. So we used to do a thing when I was around high school. Oh, jeez. Sorry, the website froze. We used to do a thing where we would do like costume parties. When I was in my last year of high school, and then my gap year, I took a year between high school and college. And in amongst that, we would like, a lot of people were in that state where they were not quite going to college yet, or in this time between graduating high school and going to college. We did a lot of parties. We did a lot of costume parties. And here's a few of my costumes. I'll just get the little list here. Oh, I also have this one where I'm dressed as the Beatles. We can do that one. That was when I was a larger lad. That was when I was in my transition phase where I cared about my appearance, but I was still a chubby guy. So here's me like that. A few of these I can't find for some reason, but that's fine. So here's like a half-assed, no, wait, that's not the half-assed costume. I whole-assed this one. Basically, the idea of the costume party was that we would dress as like, just, not trash, but just like random materials. So there was someone who was just like, had a box. They were wearing just like a big box, and then there was other people who were like, I don't know, some kind of weird paper thing they'd made. I just got like a bin bag and like wrapped the bin bag around myself, and then like taped it all together. So I dressed in a bin bag. I did bring a second costume because obviously I was like sweating like a pig later that night. But Yeah. Um, yeah. I was very stinky that day. But it was a good party, though. And then here is a half-assed Ellis from Left 4 Dead 2 costume that I had. I guess it was kind of convenient because then other people just went as zombies. But yeah, I was like, oh, I'll get like a shirt and then like a hat, and now I look like Ellis from Left 4 Dead. Oh, he also has the jacket wrapped around his thing, so it's similar. You know, it's sort of a Ellis for Left 4 Dead 2. You know. Oh, so here's a bigger Jack when I was doing a Beatles thing. That wasn't just me choosing to dress like that. That was we had someone in a photography class needed to do an assignment where it was like recreating pictures of whatever, and so she just took a few shots, and I was someone. Maybe I was the pool. I don't know. I'm pretty sure that Trudeau. Yeah, okay, Trudeau went as Lewis. Yeah. Okay. Any others? Any others? I could do probably ones where I'm like at my biggest and see. Oh, maybe I can find you like the photo that made me realize that I wanted to. Like, to be clear, I was never huge, but like there was definitely a period where I was. Oh, this is the worst. Oh, fucking hell, chat. Alright. Let me just tell you, this is the story. This is a story about how it gets better, okay? Here's old 16-year-old Jack. Look at him. Oof. Life's hard. Alright. Have we got any baby pics here? Got some very young ones. Oh, wow. Oh, here's a good one. I'll show you guys this one. I got. Okay, so here's the youngest. So I've got the youngest picture I have. Here's the absolute youngest. Here's baby Jack. Is youngest. And then we have very slightly older Jack. Look at those. Look at that sick ass Mohican. Is that what it's called? Where it's like not a mohawk, but it's like kind of styled like one. Where I've got hair all along the center. What a sick do. Funny how the years ravage you. Funny how the years wear you down. Anyway, so my finger, by the way, yeah, so I was grating cheese, and then I just, like, sliced off a part of my finger. You see that? Yeah. It was only, like, a little bit of my knuckle. It was bleeding a lot, but then it's scabbed over now. It's just healing, I guess. I wonder if it'll permanently be, like, a little indent in my finger now. If I'll just always have a little indent there. Dunno.